It's Tuesday, the 20th of February 2018, and welcome to Navigating Your Day. You may have noticed, I can't believe this. I do these things every single day. You'd think that before I start, I'd really be clear on what day it is, but somehow, in between the numbers, the safety energy drops, and all the rest, that always seems to get lost. Anyway, moving on swiftly. The 20th, right? So 20 in Jinshin-jutsu came into the universe meaning everlasting or eternity. And safety energy lock number 20 is located here on the frontal eminences, just either side of what the mystics call your third eye. So when safety energy lock number 20 is in harmony, then it helps us to open our inner vision. And our inner vision is being able to see into everlasting or into eternity. It helps us connect with that part of ourselves that is everlasting and eternal. The soul, as it were. It helps us to open our inner vision so that we don't only get blinded by what we see through our senses, but that we can perceive beyond our senses. So that is safety energy lock number 20. If you want to hold safety energy lock number 20, you can hold it in combination with 4. 4 is at the back of the head, so if you cup the back of your head like this and you hold safety energy lock 20, you can hold both of them. You can hold both 4s and both 20s at the same time, or you can choose to hold only one side or the other. 20 is a 2, remember, and 2 is about wisdom. 2 is about being able to appreciate, having the wisdom to appreciate that in actuality, everything is balanced. And when we open our inner vision, then those things that our lower mind goes, that is impossible. There cannot be any benefits to this situation. Or when something is amazing, oh, it's impossible. There cannot be any drawbacks to this situation. When we are in harmony with safety energy lock number 20, or when we have the wisdom to appreciate that even if we can't see it right now, in actuality, everything is always a balance of support and challenge. It's actually neutral until we judge it. So if you're struggling to see the balance, then hold safety energy lock number 4 and number 20, or you can hold the little finger where safety energy lock number 20 can be found, but I'll speak about that later. So because 20 is a 2, we have 3 2s in the root of the life map today. So today is a day where we may become, today is the day where we have the potential to connect to our inner vision, to truly appreciate the wisdom of the balance that exists in the universe, and to get the balance between nurturing ourselves and nurturing others into alignment and harmony. It's very powerful. 2s are associated with emotion, and the hero is also, no, the hero is not a 2. What am I talking about? No, the hero is not a 2. The hero is a 5 number today. But basically, you've got these 3 2s in the root of the life map. So we have the potential to deeply connect to our hearts. Now, I'm not talking about the emotional heart here. I'm talking about the heart. The mystics say that our subconscious, that part that really runs us, it's located in the heart chakra. It's actually not located in the mind. It's not part of us it's not associated with the part that thinks. So when we truly can connect to that inner heart, that deep inner heart is the essence of who we are. And that is, in my belief system, certainly everlasting and eternal. So we really have the potential to connect with that today. It's going to be difficult to connect with that if you are scurrying around like a chicken with an off head, right? Or if you're excessively busy, or if you are just focused on distraction today. It can become uncomfortable because it may bring up a whole lot of emotion. Emotions, remember, want to be felt. They don't want to be fixed. So the hero to help us out of this today, to help us or stop us, prevent us from being completely overwhelmed, is the 6. And 6 is a fire number, which is the polar opposite of the water element, which is what the 2 is. And so it helps to actually keep all that water under control. 6 in the hero position is about balance. It's about being able to appreciate the balance, that the heart and the mind need to work together, that that in actuality, everything is neutral, that wisdom is being able to discriminate and know what serves you and what doesn't. And 6 is about discrimination. 6s can be connoisseurs, like of wine or food or clothes or decor. 6s love beauty. And so they're connoisseurs. They know what is beautiful for them, all right, and what isn't. And very often they have the ability to make things beautiful. And they can bring peace and harmony because they are excellent negotiators and peacemakers. And so that 6 in the hero position today really helps us to appreciate the balance and the wisdom that these 3 twos offer us today. The villain is an 8, and when we have the 8 in the villain position, then we struggle to say no. So this is the diametric opposite of being discriminating about what serves you or not. So if you know what it is that you need, so let's just say what you need is time out, right? And then, I don't know, your best friend calls you and asks you if you can make 4 dozen cupcakes for her child's birthday party in 2 days' time. And actually, you don't want to. And it doesn't serve you. But you don't want to be unkind to your friend. So instead of saying to your friend, you know what, I just don't have the bandwidth to deal with that right now, but here's the number of someone who probably could help you, you say, yes, I'll do it. That's the 8 in the villain. The 8 in the villain position doesn't have boundaries and allows other people to overrun their boundaries. And you can overrun your own boundaries because 2s are water numbers, remember? So we need to put the boundaries in place so that we don't get completely overwhelmed. And today we might struggle with that. So forewarned is always forearmed. Luckily, we have Jinshin Jitsu. So of course, you can harmonize safety energy lock number 20 by holding your little finger. Yes, your little finger. By holding your little finger, a bit of a brain fart there. I forgot. When you hold your little finger, you harmonize your heart and small intestine organ function energy. The heart is the feeler, remember, and the small intestine is the analyzer. So again, we bring the mind and the heart function together. And you harmonize the attitudes of pretense. I'm fine. Oh, of course I can do it. Yeah, no, it's no problem. No, I'd love to do it for you. When actually you're going, you have got to be kidding me. I don't know how I'm going to get this done, right? I've got too much on my plate. So the pretense, oh, I'm fine, everything's fine. You know, when everything looks absolutely picture perfect on the outside, I always wonder about what's going on inside, right? Because I'm probably a bit of a cynic, realist, and because I know that nothing is ever only one-sided. And the other attitude of the little finger, I'm getting sidetracked today, right? The other attitude of the little finger is trying too hard, the strivings, the needing to be perfect, the needing it all to be a certain way, the keeping up with the Joneses, the competitiveness. Emerson once said, envy is ignorance, imitation is suicide. When you envy other people, that's because you can't see the downside to what they have because you're not seeing the balance. And you can't see that what they have in them, you have in you. And you just have it in a different form. And imitation is suicide because when you try and be like other people, you kill who you are. So holding the little finger stops us from having the envy or the imitation. And it also harmonizes your nervous system and helps you to connect to your inner vision. So I hope you have an amazing Tuesday, and I'll see you again tomorrow.